buns in his bakery.
Okay, so what should I do first for this part?
So chicken pies plus buns is equal to 360.
Okay, very good.
After 3/5 of the chicken pies, okay, so we draw a model because it's after
Table or model?
a table.
Right? We draw a table because there's after over there, right? So we can see this B and A up. Am I making sense here?
Yes.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to draw a table, right? I will have chicken pie over here, I'll have buns over here. Does that make sense to you?
Mhm.
Okay, what I will get, of course, in the end is this, right? So I will put before, change, and after. Now, after 3/5 of the chicken pie, so same thing, I'm just going to remove 3/5 over here. Then I naturally write down that this is 5/5, and I'll write over here 2/5. Do you understand? So that's the first part. And 5/7 of the buns were sold. So 5/7 for buns, 7/7 for before, 2/7 for after. Of course, not forgetting that my total at first is 360. Now, from here itself, we can see, right, they also say in sentence number 3 that there were 120 chicken pies and buns left. So I want to write 120 over here, and we can quickly find out what is this, right? We just have to do simply 360 minus 120, that gives me 240. Okay, so that's the first thing that I want to do, okay? Now, as you can see over here, we cannot make the denominator the same, because if we do that, we are saying that chicken pie is equals to buns, but that is not the case in this question. The only thing we can do really is to say that this is 5 units, this is 3 units, and then this is 2 units, right? And then from here, this is 7 parts, this is 5 parts, and this is 2 parts. Okay, right? Why are we splitting up? Oh, units for chicken and then parts for buns, because chicken and buns, they are different. Okay, they are different. Okay, now once you're done with this, again, like I said, you need to write it out. So you can see over here, right? I'm just going to highlight all of this. What are you going to write out? Okay, you choose out of these 3, you choose the 2 easiest one. Okay, I would say that 2 units plus 2 part is the easiest, because 2 units plus 2 part equals to 120. Okay, and then another one, choose a smaller number. Maybe you can choose 3 units and 5 parts. So 3 units plus 5 parts is equals to 240. Okay, now from here itself, our job is to always make parts the same. So now we are going to make parts the same. So how do we do that? 2 and 5, common multiple, it's 10. So we times 5 to this, we times 5 to this, and we times 5 to this. We times 2 to this, we times 2 to this, and we times 2 to this. Okay, so we can write out the new equation. We have 10 units plus 10 part is equals to 120 times 5. What exactly is 120 times 5? We get to 600. Then on the other side, we have 6 units plus 10 parts is equals to 480. Now you can see parts and parts, right? So what do you want to do? You want to make sure you cancel them because they are the same. So from here itself, you can see 10 units minus 6 units, that gives you 4 units. 600 minus 480, that gives you 120. So we know that 1 unit is basically equals to 120 divided by 4, and that gives me 30. Okay, now once you get to here, right, of course you want to read the question, right? The question say, how many buns were there at the bakery at first? So buns is over here. Now buns is in parts, right? So don't worry, you go and find 5 units first. Then you are going to use the total, which is 360, to minus away the 5 units. So let's find 5 units first. 5 units we know is 150. Okay, so this basically is 150. So to find the buns at first, we just simply have to do 360. So we'll write first buns at first. We just simply have to do 360 minus away 150. When I do 360 minus away 150, we get to 210. Okay, so this is 210. Now, A is done, right? Let's go B. Find the ratio of the number of chicken pies to the number of buns at first. So Chicken pie at first, buns at first very easy, alright? So this is for B, so we say chicken pie is to buns. We have 150 is to 210, okay? So of course, you want to simplify, you get the 15 is 21. You want to further simplify, you get to 5 is to 7, and therefore this is your answer for the second part.
Yes.
Now, as you can see over here, it says that Melissa bought some fruits, okay, and 2/3 of them were apples. So what I want to do is, of course, to say that this is 2/3, and the rest were oranges. So I will say that this is 1/3. Okay, is this something that you can understand?
Mm-hmm.
Now, she sold 3/4 of the apples. So 3/4 of, so I times 2/3. Am I making sense here? All right, so when I do 3/4 times 2/3, I will get to an answer of half. Okay, then I want to do it naturally. 2/3 minus half, right? Look at the apples because I sold, right? So isn't this equals to minus? I'll get to 1/6. Make sense? Now, you see apples itself. You want to make the denominator or the same. So you make this half into, since you are going to make the denominator the same, you're just going to times 3 and you will get to an answer of 3/6. For this, you just times 2, you get to 4/6. Okay? Oranges, 1/4 of the oranges. So 1/4 times 1/3, you get to 1/12. Same thing, because this is also sold, so I have to minus. So 1/3 minus 1/12, we get to an answer of 1/4. Okay? Now, from here itself, make the denominator all the same. So over here, I want it all to be 12. So I times 4 to this, I times 4 to this, I get to 4/12. For this itself, it's already 12. Then for this, I times 3, I get to 3/12. Now, so from here, I can see that since the denominator is all 12, you must understand that, you see, Melissa bought some fruits, right? So apples and oranges, they must have the same denominator. So I times 2 to this, I times 2 to this, I'll get to 8/12 over here. For this, I'll get to 6/12. For this, I'll get to 2/12. Okay? Once I'm done with this, I can read the next part. In the end, she had 120 fruits left. So I put 120 fruits over here. So from here, we know that 5 units is equals to 120. 1 unit is actually equals to 120 divided by 5. That is 24. Okay, of course, we want to read the question. How many fruits did Melissa buy? So how many fruits did Melissa buy? We know it's 12 units. So therefore, we just have to do 24 times 12. We get to an answer of 288 fruits Melissa bought. Hi everyone, if you like this video, you can click right here for a similar video, or you can view our playlist here.